Yo, what's going on? What's poppin'? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So listen, I'm going to tell you how you can get a woman obsessed with you. Yo, what's going on? What's poppin'? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy.
What's going on, everybody? www.themanmindset.com. It's your boy, Class is in session.
Yo, what's going on?
You know what, guys? What I want to talk to you guys today about. What's going on, everybody? www.themanmindset.com. The thing for a lot of you guys is that you think you get fast straight to attraction. That's not going to happen. In order to do that, you have to make sure you get curiosity.
The following is rated TV MALSV. It contains strong language. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Welcome to the Dating Advice Hour with your hosts, Mr. Locario and Steve the Dean Williams. This show will teach you how to keep conversations going, how to be more attractive, more confident, more masculine, how to be better at knowing what to say to a woman, and have a more satisfied dating and sex life. Mr. Locario is the bad boy of the dating game. Badboymembership.com is where you can go to step up your game, as Mr. Locario provides you with detailed step-by-step dating advice, audio, video tutorials every month. Steve the Dean Williams has been teaching men about dating, sex, and manhood for over 25 years. From building yourself to having the perfect marriage. His website is www.themanmindset.com. The call-in number is 515-605-9373. That's 515-605-9373. Take it away, guys.
All right, what's going on, everybody? Here with your boy, the bad boy of the dating game, Mr. Locario. What's going on with you, fam? How you doing, big dog?
What up? I'm good. What's going on with you, man?
Shit, man, I can't call it. So everything, you heard all that shit, right? All that's good, right?
Everything's good. I can hear.
Cooking with Crisco, then, man. All right, guys, if y'all want to call into the show, the calling number is 515-605-9373. That's 515-605-9373. Miss Locario, holla at him. Tell him about you, fam.
Yeah, so guys, make sure that you go to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com. That's where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. So make sure you guys check that out. You know what I'm saying? And also make sure you guys get my book, How to Have Sex with Two Women a Day, the ebook, hard copy, or audio book. Go to mrlocario.com to get that popping.
All right, man. Guys, y'all want to check me out, www.themanmindset.com. Also, we have a nice membership going. Make sure you check that out there. And I am busting my ass, but in June, we'll be releasing a new membership, the sex membership that we'll be dropping. More details on that tonight on Tonight Show, where we're going to be talking about the most dreaded thing in the world that y'all need to learn about. And that is motherfucking women. All right, well, if y'all want to call in, y'all know the number. I read 3 emails. Locario reads 3 emails. We chop it up, take your calls, and then we get the fuck off in an hour. So, Ms. Locario, sir, who shall go first, man?
What up? Yeah, I could go first. I'll go first this time.
All right, go ahead, big dog.
This one's a little bit long, but you know.
Hey, take your time, fam. Take your time.
This one says, I really need your help. I live outside the United States and things work here different. By different, I mean dudes normally use lying, simping, and tricking to pull chicks, and it works. Meanwhile, when I try game from you and others have taught, I keep catching L's. First off the lying, I watch dudes on a regular lie about everything, including having a girl, a kid, a car, a job. However, these dudes come back with videos showing them smash a chick they lied to. Meanwhile, I'm honest. I tell chicks I don't want to go on a bunch of dates, get to know them, or be the boyfriend. I just want to smash. In response, I get the objectifying women as sex object speech, and that I'm disrespectful to some women for being bold and forthright. Second of all, simping. I had countless chicks debate with chicks who have labeled me as an asshole because I don't support the idea of a man rolling out the red carpet. Meanwhile, these dudes are kissing up and volunteering to be chicks' lap dogs are rewarded with dates. He said, third of all, trick, and I have a reputation for being a cheapskate, but because I strongly disagree with the idea of financially rewarding a chick for taking an interest in me, and because of this, chicks know me and are telling other chicks, and I'm getting charged before I even start talking to these girls. In the grand scheme of things, I believe these dudes are messing up the game because they are conditioning chicks to expect this type of behavior from dudes. When people ask where I learned game from, I point to YouTube videos of yourself, Steve the Dean, Alan Roger Curry, Tariq Nasheed. Those people usually come back with negative feedback, like those guys are con artists trying to sell books and all that stupid game stuff. Would only work on chicks who have low self-esteem. Mr. Locario, I've been listening to you since 2012. Although I've obtained a vast amount of knowledge, I have not been able to achieve any success since 2012, which is the last time I smashed a chick. In addition, into obtaining knowledge, I have stepped up my game. I have started school studying to get my associates. I'm going to the gym. I guess my question is, how do I have this strong game in a weak game environment? So that's a long ass shit, Steve. So.
Hey, area code 289. We'll bring you in 1 second, sir. We'll bring you in 1 second. Here's a thing that a lot of guys don't understand. They think that simple wins. All right, okay, listen. You smashed a woman. Your boys are smashing women because they trying to cheat the game. Mm-hmm. And y'all and what y'all guys have to understand is this. It's about you. It's not about you smashing these women, but here's your problem. Here's your problem. See, your problem is that you're worried about the next man. Mm-hmm. If these guys want to lie, manipulate, and deceive women, believe me, that shit's gonna come full terms on their ass. Mm-hmm. Now, number one thing that a lot of guys do, Mr. Locario, they worry about the next man.
Right.
They worry about what the next man is doing and what they're not doing. Now, number two, he's saying that, okay, he's being honest with these women, but let's talk about your honesty. What type of honesty are you being? I mean, because to me, this is the kind of guy I need to say, okay, show me what you're doing. How are you approaching these women? Because see, what a lot of guys get twisted up, Ms. Locario, is they think just because I'm honest, I'm up for it, up straight up, I tell women what I want, that means I should get them. No, absolutely not. It doesn't work that way. Mm-hmm. What a lot of you guys have problems with. Now, again, I'll push around the deception guys. Now, I'm talking about the honesty. It doesn't matter if you deceive. It doesn't matter if you're honest. The problem is if you don't have a sense of self, if you don't know why you do what you do, if you don't know who you are and what you stand for by principles, it doesn't matter if you're honest. It doesn't matter if you lie. It doesn't matter if I just use those two. It's not going to work for you, especially as far as honesty. See, here's the thing that you don't understand that you don't see behind the curtain. A lot of those guys that you say are dishonest with women and smashing, how do you know they ain't coming out of pocket spending a lot of fucking money on these women? How do you know they ain't taking these women on dates? How do you know they ain't buying these women a bunch of shit to get the pussy? You don't know. See, the problem is you see, okay, they're lying in the end result, but you don't see how they got to that point. See, when you lie, you got to keep a lie on, like Locario said, you got to put a lie on top of a lie on top of a lie. Mm-hmm. But you don't know what these guys are doing to get the pussy, because these women are not stupid. Number one, but I just want to say this last thing real quick. The last thing I want to say to you, young man, is this. The problem isn't that you're being upright, up straight, and forward and honest with these women. The problem is, even in your email, I can see that you don't believe in the one person you should believe in, Mr. Locario, and that's himself.
Right.
What is you going to the gym and you working out, training got to do with these bitches? Nothing. Nothing. Has nothing to do with that shit. Because you can be fat, short, tall, poor. It doesn't matter. It's what you think about yourself. And Mr. Locario, the problem is that now, and then just real quick, when Mr. Locario is talking to women, he doesn't say to himself, well, gee, I wonder, well, Steve got a woman yesterday, or I wonder what Tariq did and what this person did with that. He don't give a fuck about what I or anybody else does because all he's worried about is Mr. Locario. See, I'm going to shut the fuck up because there's so many problems here. Mr. Locario, please take it, sir. I'm sorry.
Now, but this is what I find funny as I'm reading this, because he said, he was like, these dudes are lying to these chicks, or and they saying, oh, why are you listening to those guys like Steve Dean and Mr. Locario and all this other stuff? So my question is this: why do you take seriously, or why would you take a person serious who is a liar? You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
If a person encourages lying, why do you take that person seriously? You understand what I'm saying? Like, wouldn't you also assume that they're also lying to you about everything they're saying out of their mouth?
There you go.
So,
I mean, come on, man.
That's some stupid shit. Then on top of that, this is what guys got to understand. You could get chicks by lying, right? And you could get chicks by being honest. But what you have to understand is there are always consequences for your actions.
Yes, sir.
You see what I mean? So the thing is that when you do certain things, you're going to get a certain outcome. So what happens is that on the front end, you might be thinking, oh, I got this girl because I lied, right? But what are the consequences of that? It's almost like, let's say if we using money as an example. If somebody says, hey, how can I get money, right? I can say, listen, you could get money by earning it and working for it, or you could go rob a bank. Either way, you getting money. But guess what? There's consequences to your actions. So if you go rob the bank to get money, yeah, you got money, but what are the consequences to those actions? So it's the same thing when you talk about lying to chicks, because what happens is you got to understand something. Chicks out here are fucking nuts. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of these chicks are fucking nuts. So if you want to go out there and lie, right, you're going to run into the wrong chick that you lying to, and that's going to be it for you. You understand? So whatever that it is, you don't think about that. You see what I mean? So, but at the end of the day, this is what I want to tell him, because he said that, I've been trying to game out and this and this and that. And what was interesting is, you got people that'll say, oh, well, you guys are, you're scamming people, and, they're trying to sell stuff. So they're scamming you. So,
yes.
So anybody that's selling something is scamming you, is ridiculous. You understand? Go to your supermarket and say they're scamming you for selling you shit. Go to your college and tell them that they're scamming you for telling you to pay for courses. You understand what I'm saying? Go there and tell them that. You see what I mean? But what happens is you got losers and you got winners in the game. So the losers are always going to think that somebody's trying to get over on them. The winners are going to understand that in order to win more, you understand, they got to invest. That's all that is. You see what I'm saying? And so what I would say to this guy, because what happened is I actually looked up his email into my database, and I can see who actually purchased stuff and who didn't. So I saw that he hasn't purchased any products. He hasn't purchased any more game. You see what I'm saying? So he's saying, yo, the game ain't working, but you ain't really dive deep into the game.
289, we'll get you in 1 second.
But that's all I wanted to say about that.
All right, let me
Steve, go ahead.
Now, because I got some shit to say. Okay, area code 289. What's your name? What's your question? Where you calling from, sir? What's up?
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's D calling out of Toronto.
What up?
What's good?
Hey, so I got a question. Like, when I'm approaching groups of women, there'll be like one girl I'll be interested in, and then there's always like that one girl that be trying to like cock block. So like, I'm just asking, like, when you're approaching like groups of women, how do you like approach them without trying to disrespect like the alpha, or like how do you like go about like, you know what I'm saying? Like trying to like approach them, but like you're not trying to like, I don't know how to explain it, but like I approach a group's girls, and then like there's that one girl that's like trying to cock block. So how do I go about that?
Yeah, that's the law of nature. She's supposed to do that because you're not paying homage to the alpha female of the group. See, your problem is you see a beautiful woman and you go right talking to her without talking to the alpha female. The alpha female is a gatekeeper. When you have 2 or more women in a group, you got to look for the alpha female. You approach her first. You don't approach the woman you want to talk to, because when you approach the alpha female, that's saying, okay, all right, hey, look, you the ugly, fat, fucked up looking bitch, but you know what? Hey, how you doing? My name is Steve. What's going on? How y'all doing tonight? What's going on, ladies? Then you work your way down. Then she'll let you go talk to her. But if you go talk to the beautiful one and skip the alpha, who's got the most confidence, that bitch is gonna get up and leave, and then she'll be like, well, I gotta go, and you gonna fuck everything up. Locario, what you got on that, man?
Right, and that's the thing. You got to understand the dynamics of talking to women in groups. You feel what I mean? And so the whole group, you understand what I'm saying, technically needs to be involved, especially at the beginning. Like when you first go, let's say you go up to a group of girls, let's say it's like 3 or 4 girls. You got to involve the whole group. So you say, hey, ladies, how's it going? How's your night going? So you're talking to the whole group. And then you introduce yourself to each one of them. Then after that, that's when you can start talking to the main girl you want to talk to, but then also in between, just interact with the other, 3 girls here and there periodically. But remember, it has to be the whole group, because the reason why you have the cock blocks is because women are always going to be jealous of their girlfriends, especially, if a dude is really just straight approaching that one girl, right? They're going to be upset that the guy didn't approach them. Even if they don't like you, even if the other girls are not even attracted to you, they still want attention. So you have to be able to disarm them by giving the whole group attention and then working your way down to the chick you want to talk to. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay. I feel you guys.
Okay.
Yeah. Appreciate it, man. Well, I like both of you guys' content, so I appreciate you guys fitting this game.
All right, much love to you. Thank you, man, from Toronto. If y'all want to call in, y'all call in. 515-605-9373 is the number. But, Locario, I want to say something real quick about that before we move on. Mm-hmm. Well, y'all guys got to understand this. This is how I know his boys ain't fucking like he say he is. Because if you really getting pussy the way you getting it, there's no reason a lot of these women. If you
exactly.
See, what happens is a lot of guys lie on a dick. Now, don't get me wrong. A lot of guys fuck, but they pay for the pussy through dinners, drinks, driving around, paying some bills. They do this sidebar thing, Ms. Locario. And that's what, and number 2 is that, listen, the bottom line is this. The greatest investment that you can do is put in yourself. Right. Here, I mean, that's no ifs, ands, or buts. And if you feel like Mr. Locario, myself, Fufu, whoever's out there teaching guys that they're trying to get over you or trying to sell something to you, then you are not the kind of person that needs to be taught by us, because it's the guys that say, you know what, I'm having trouble, and the guys that see the success. It's the guys that see the success and say to themselves, Mr. Locario, I want the success. How do I go about getting it? Those are the guys that's going to make it. And like you said, Mr. Locario, you checked him out. You can see that. You know what he does? He sounds like the same kind of person that jumps on YouTube and is watching this guy and that guy and this guy and that guy and putting all that shit together, trying to talk to a woman, and it ain't working. And guess what, big dog? We want to say thank you and say hi to those ladies that are watching us right now, because with your caller to know that guy emailing you, guys, what y'all understand is y'all be bringing the bitches over to us. When you like, well, wait, Mr. Carr, check out this guy Locario. This now, wait, Mr. Carr, why the fuck would he even expose you to showing him how to get women? What's that about?
It's funny, real quick. I want to say this is that when it comes to, because I always hear guys talk about this when it comes to like investing in game.
Yes.
When it comes to paying for game and stuff, they're like, oh, well, I got to pay for this. Listen, I remember I was watching this seminar where this guy said, listen, if you're a person who's selling products or information that helps people, and you don't try to sell it to them, or you don't sell it to them, you're actually doing those people a disservice. You understand? Because you have the thing that can actually help them progress, grow, or strengthen their situation. So it's the same thing. Let's say if you're sick and I'm a doctor or whatever, or I have medicine, you see what I mean? And I'm saying, listen, you can take this medicine. It's $5. Here's this medicine. If I'm not selling you this medicine, I'm not helping you. You see what I mean? And you can't get all the medicine for free, because that's not how the world works. You feel what I'm saying? So you got it. So it's a give and take. So this is what dudes really got to understand, is that certain cats, they think that the game is just to be told. You understand? You already know the saying, the game is to be sold. That's an old school joint. So dudes got to really get off that nonsense of trying to, because even this is the funny part, those dudes that want everything for free, even if we were to give it to them, they still wouldn't fuck with it, or it wouldn't work for them, because their mind just happened for them. You know what I mean? So it's just crazy.
You just said what I was about to say. You read my mind, because if they can't do the free shit,
right,
how the fuck you gonna do the complicated shit? And that's the thing about it. It's like when your dad gives you a car and you wreck it, you really don't give a fuck about that. She's like, well, I wrecked the car, fuck. But if you work 3 jobs and bust your ass for it and got it wrecked, you feel it more. That's just young kids not understanding how success works. But anyway, let me go ahead and keep going. Let me read this motherfucker. My friends told me I'm too good for her. It's already been a month since she broke up with me. My world is torn apart. It seems like a big part of me is shattered. I love her so much, but she left me without knowing the reason. She left me hanging. I feel like a feather going to and fro. I don't fucking floating in midair. It's like poetry, I guess. I don't know. But I'm all in pain, and I'm feeling and the questions in my head. I don't know. I'm just reading what he's saying. I decided to start moving on. My friends were there when I was in total pain, even comforting and consoling me. They said I'm too good for her and that she doesn't deserve the love that I can give. One of my friends told me to get myself involved with things that help me forget about her. He suggested that I go with foreign dating tours. He says legit. He's a living testimony. He's currently in a relationship with a foreign girlfriend that he met on a tour. Should I follow his advice? What should I do? Bummed out.
All right. So he's thinking of going to get a foreign chick.
Yeah, he's just bummed out. Yeah. His friends are telling him to go ahead and start dating foreign women or stuff to try to get over the hurt and pain that he's in.
Right. Well, it's the thing. There's nothing wrong with going. If you got to go where you got to go and do what you got to do to get what you got to get, that's all good. What he needs to understand is this, though. And this is probably why his relationship didn't work out in the first place. So getting a new relationship, that's cool. But what he has to understand is that you still have to have game when you have a girlfriend or a wife. You understand? So he can go get the foreign chick, but he has to still learn how to maintain the foreign chick. So any girl he gets, foreign, whatever, not foreign, you still got to learn how to maintain your relationship. Maintain the relationship, you need game. See, that's the thing, dudes don't game. Dudes think game stops once you get a girlfriend or once you get a wife. No. That's just another section of the game you got to understand how to do. You see what I mean? So his problem isn't like him getting another girl, is that his problem is learning how to maintain those things so that when he does get another girl or when he's in another relationship, he doesn't go through the same thing he went through with his previous chick. You see what I'm saying? So that's really what it is. You got to learn how to maintain that shit and also understand that the game does not stop once you get a girlfriend. You see what I mean? But Steve, what's your thoughts on that?
It's Locario. She can be from Afghanistan, Pakistan, Russia, India,
right,
and Hong Kong, the Philippines, China. She can be in Nova Scotia, Wales, Mexico, or Jamaica. She can be on the East Coast side of town, the West Coast side of town. She could be on Saturn, Jupiter, Mars. it doesn't matter. This is why we keep trying to tell you guys who try to cheat the game. It doesn't matter where you are or where you're going, because if you don't know you, you will always be the problem. The woman is not the problem in this thing. He is the problem. Why? Because it's so cliche. We tell you guys the best advice we could tell you is to love yourself. I know you're like, yeah, okay, yeah, all right, I love myself. You motherfuckers don't love yourself. This is a case in point. This guy is going to go from one. What he's doing is he's pulling the umbilical cord out of mommy and he put it into this woman. And then he pulled it out of that woman, or she yanked it out of him. Now he's looking to put it in somebody else. Guys, what we're trying to say is this, is that there is no such thing as hurt when you love yourself more than the person that you're supposed to be in love with. That's the issue here, Mr. Locario. He doesn't love himself. He doesn't know how to put himself above all things. Now he lost his girl. He's broken. He's shattered. He's supposed to be that way. And guess what, Miss Locario? Even if he finds a foreign chick, he's going to do the same fucking thing.
Right, exactly.
Because that's what you guys do. You guys think, well, the only way to get over one is to go right to the next one. Y'all worry too much about these women. Y'all put your feelings and emotions, and y'all listen to the worst thing you can fucking do is listen to a woman. You never let a woman tell you, well, you need to be, I want a guy that's more sensitive. Mr. Carr, I want a guy that's more emotional. I want someone that I can connect with on a feeling type level. Y'all fall for that hook, line, and sinker every fucking time. And then when she's going off and sucking Miss Locario's dick, then y'all want to get all mad and sad and upset. His second problem is, Mr. Locario, is his loser ass friends. That's the second problem. Guys, you need to take a step back and look at all the friends that you have. Because I can tell you on my hand, the motherfuckers I fuck with, Mr. Locario, Greg Dawes, there's Jay Murph, there's Dion, there's Flash. I only have a handful of motherfuckers. And you know what we all have in common? And Rosebud too. We all have in common? We some arrogant ass motherfuckers that know what the fuck we want and gives no fucks what women think about us. I can vouch for my friends. You guys have friends that are losers, that are holding you back. And what you guys understand is you are a percentage of everybody you hang out with. So that means if you might have a couple of friends that are in the game, but the majority of your friends are nothing but losers that are holding you back. Because Locario, if they were real friends, they would have punched that motherfucker in the chest way before to say, you know what, that bitch ain't shit. Fuck that bitch. Move the fuck on. But you know what they did? It's okay. We'll console you. You could cry on our shoulder, buddy. We're friends here, brothers for life. Let's cut our arms and blood brothers for life. All that bullshit.
Right.
Locario, what you got on that, fam?
Nah, real talk. That's what I'm saying. Like these dudes, like they gotta understand, like you were saying, people don't realize when we talk about this manhood shit, when we talk about self-love, we talk about, look, you got to figure out who the fuck you are, what you want, what you about, and then those are the things that's gonna make women gravitate to you and be attracted to you. It's like certain cats don't understand. It's like this. You got to make yourself more attractive. You understand? That's what it is. And you're going to be more attractive once you understand who the fuck you are. Once you understand that you need to be on man shit. This is all we teaching you is man shit. You see what I mean? You see what I'm saying? So once you're on that, that's what's going to make the woman gravitate to you. It's just like, for example, when you see a chick who's extremely feminine, you understand? She's soft-spoken, she's says hell, she's submissive, she's checking off all of the femininity points. That makes you be like, yo, this chick is bad. I want to fuck with her. Like you're feeling her because she has the ultimate femininity within her. Now let's flip the guy side. When you have that masculinity about you, right? That's when women are like, oh my God, this guy is the man. Like, I want to be around him. I want to suck his dick. I want to follow his lead. I want to be on his team. You see what I'm saying? And so that's why you have to cultivate yourself as that dude. If you're sitting there writing poems about how your girl left you and, oh, I got to go over here to get this new girl and I'm scared and I don't know what to do, you're already not that masculine, attractive guy these women want. You feel what I'm saying? You got to work on your shit in order to be able to attract those women. You see what I'm saying? The reason why dudes got to lie and do tactics and pick up lines and all this other shit is because they don't have the core, that core confidence, that core about them that makes them attractive, period. You see what I'm saying? So when you're not that dude, you got to pretend to be that dude. And it's only so long that you can pretend. But see, you're in a better position if you don't have to pretend and you just are it. Once you are it, that's when women are going to flock into you. You see what I'm saying? But you're never going to understand that or see that until you start working on yourself to become it. You feel me? So that's what it is, Steve. You feel?
Yeah, and it goes back to your first email. You see, here's a guy that's trying to live the right way who doesn't know himself, number one. Mm-hmm. But then his friends are nothing but this conniving, manipulative, like cheating the game motherfucker. So it's an imbalance. Mm-hmm. That's what we always try to tell you guys. The way you think, what you say, how you behave, the people you hang around with, you must be in one straight direction. If you are all over the place, it causes confusion. Because at that point, Ms. Locario, at one point, you're fighting one thing. Like, for instance, he might be listening up, hey, Steve and Locario telling me, fuck these bitches. But on the other hand, my boys are telling hey, well, they're people and they're human beings and, you shouldn't talk to them that way. So it's like it's an imbalance with these motherfuckers because they're confused. They don't know what they want to do. Then when they get stomped on, then they want to say, well, fuck, maybe I should have then. But fuck it. You got the floor, man.
Right. All right, so let me get to this next email real quick. All right, so this one says, I got a quick question. This is really attractive girl at my gym who I like. Let me know if I handle the situation properly. Back in March, towards the end of March to be precise, I approached her, had a little convo, but I didn't ask her out or go for the number because I knew I would see her again. April comes around and I kept seeing her, but didn't make a move because I was prepping for exams and I was busy with work as well as training a friend at the gym. Fast forward to the 20th of April, I was finally done with exams and I had time on my hands, so I approached her and asked her out for drinks. Unfortunately, she said she just started seeing a guy the previous week and she can't see two guys at the same time. So I said, it's all good. Let me know if it doesn't work out, and then left. She felt I was playing games and wasn't really interested, but I genuinely busy. How did I handle this situation? Does it make me sound like a rebound guy? I don't think this is the right thing, but should I reach out again the next time I see her and let her know I didn't have any free time to set something up? That's why it's so long. I'm talking to other females to find a next chick. All right, so Steve, what do you think about that shit?
516. We'll bring you. We'll bring you in 1 second. 516. Listen, guys. I would tell that guy this. The next time you see that woman at the gym, just smile and wave and keep walking. Because what you motherfuckers don't understand. Excuse me. Let me take that back. What you motherfuckers don't overstand. You don't overstand this shit. Everything you do with a woman is going to put you in a category. When you look at a woman and you talking about March and April, a little conversation, not putting your bid in, she doesn't want to fuck with you. She knows you are weak. You're scary. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. If she gave you the pussy, you wouldn't know what you're doing. And if she was treat you like shit, you wouldn't know what to do. What I'm telling you guys, and I stress to you, when you see it, you go for it. You don't leave anything left on the table. You leave it all there at that point in time. Why? Because, like he said, when he finally, quote unquote, came around to, which is bullshit, Locario, because he ain't that fucking busy, but he just using that as an excuse. But when he finally came around to it, all of a sudden, she's with someone else. You know why? because that somebody else went over to her, started talking to her, told her why he came over there to talk to her, and told her what the fuck the deal was. You guys don't do that. And that's what I'm telling you. We are not the bad guys. Locario and myself, we are not the bad guys. I know they think we're the bad guys here, but we care about you motherfuckers. But in caring for you motherfuckers, we got to be straight up with you. Look, and with all due respect, what I'm about to say, please, I don't mean to, please don't take this the wrong way. And it's not coming from me. I'm just telling you how they think. You came off like a sorry, soft ass bitch in her eyes. I'm not calling you one. I'm just saying how she's taking you. Because you know what? The guys that she's sucking, the guys that she's fucking, the guys that she's gonna give the pussy up the first week, you know what the difference is? The difference is those motherfuckers don't care. See, that's what I keep going with, Locario. Listen, real quick, and I throw it to you. Here's the thing, guys. I keep stressing this. If whatever you put in front of you, you are going to worship it. It doesn't matter what it is. Whatever you put in front of your own needs, wants, desires, and passions, and anything you put in front of you, you're going to worship it. And that's all that's happening with these guys, Locario. Because let me tell you what Locario would do. Locario been like, well, I saw her in March. I talked to her that day. I fucked her that weekend. I nutted in her face. She wants a relationship. I had to throw the bitch back into the water. The end. I mean, come on. You got it, fam. Go ahead.
And see, that's the thing. He was saying, you know, should I tell her or call her, or should I talk to her and tell her that I was really busy, and that's why, like, dude, you ain't got to do all of that. See, again, like you were saying, he didn't assert himself in the beginning, which is why the shit didn't work for him. And she told him, hey, I don't. She said, I don't date more than one guy, which is bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? She was just telling him that because that's her way of nicely rejecting him. You feel what I mean? So what you guys got to understand is anytime when chicks give you any of those type of excuses, it's because they're trying to reject you, but do it. They don't want to like outright say no to you. You feel me? But they just want to give you an excuse because they don't want to hurt your feelings, or they're scared that you might be so soft that you might throw a goddamn tantrum because she ain't trying to fuck with you. You feel what I'm saying? But the reason why she wasn't trying to fuck with him was because he was hesitating, and she knew he was hesitating. So, you know, it is what it is. You feel me? So
we got two
going on, man.
Real quick, Locario, you said it. What did you say? She said, I don't date more than one guy.
Right.
She said that to Miss Locario or me. Do you know
right.
I'm trying to date you, bitch? I'm trying to fuck you. You can date whoever you want to date. I'm trying to fuck. Mm-hmm. But see, that's when you're arrogant. That's when you give no fucks. He took that and he took his ball and he went home. The pussy got dry, closed up, and walked the fuck off. That's what happens when you don't have that fucking man shit. All right, we got two calls, Mr. Locario. Let's bring him in. First 516, and then we got 351. 516, what's your question, sir?
Yo, what up, guys? How y'all doing?
What's up with you?
What up?
I got a quick question. I just wanted your perspective on something. A couple days ago, I believe like 2 days ago, a girl had slid in my DM on Instagram. So, you know, we just started talking. We spoke. And next week we actually have something planned. She's like into nature or whatever. So I told her let's get some ice cream to get to know her better, and we could just try at the park or whatever. So we was on the phone yesterday, and you know the kind of personality I have, I'm a very lighthearted person, meaning like I don't take things as serious as other people are. You know, I'm a very jokey person. So she basically told me that we're going our personalities are going to conflict because she wants me to be more 50-50, and things aren't going to go my way and such and such. And I told her, in a joking manner, I told her, you know, like, things is not going to go none of our ways. It's going to go either way. And she's like, I'm too dominant and stuff like that. So I just wanted your perspective, or you guys' perspective. Should a man change his personality for a woman? especially one that he isn't like dating or in a relationship with. If you guys just started talking, should you change the way you are? I don't,
Locario, go first. Go first, Locario.
Hold on. Let me get this straight. Did you say should a man change his personality?
Can you turn down your radio? We can't hear you. Turn that down. Can you turn that down? Okay, go ahead, Locario.
Right.
Locario.
No, my question is, did you say should you change your personality for women?
Still can't hear him. Is something going on in the background?
Wait, okay. Is a TV on in the background? I hear a TV.
Yeah, I hear something. Can you hear me?
I just heard that. Did you hear that? I just heard.
All right, hold on. Let me go on the YouTube and see if I can hear you guys.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
Can you hear us now?
I can hear now.
Okay, go ahead, Locario. Go ahead, sir.
All right. Can you hear me now? Right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me now? All right, cool.
Yeah,
so my question to you is, my question to you was, were you asking, should you change your personality for a woman? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Yeah, because she's saying that she wanted me to be more, like 50-50, like don't be the way that I am, like basically adjust to her ways. Because I'm like too much.
Okay, let me stop you there. Hold on. Let me stop you there. Right? First of all, you never change who the fuck you are for no chick, ever. You understand what I'm saying? That's one.
Yeah.
Two, don't let her trick you with that 50-50 bullshit. That's her running game on you. Listen, the relationship, see, this is what's up with these chicks nowadays, and they be catching y'all dudes. Let me tell you guys something. Ain't no goddamn 50-50 in a relationship. You understand what I'm saying? Because listen, and when you're dealing with women, you are leading the situation, right? You're leading the situation. It's like this. Is there a 50-50 relationship between a coach and the players? No. You feel what I'm saying? Is there a 50-50 relationship between the owners of the NBA and the players? No. You feel what I'm saying? So it's not no 50-50. So the thing is, you got to come up to a chick, let her know, listen, this is who the fuck I am. Are you down or not? Are you following me or not?
Because
not, I keep it moving.
That's what I told her before on the conversation that I basically laid it down to her and just threw all my cards on the table. I told her, if this isn't going to work from now, this is basically a red flag. If it isn't going to work, we go your separate ways, or we could try to fix it or go our separate ways. And she just essentially just said she's going to sleep and whatever. I never contacted her since.
What? Wait, what?
I don't think.
Look, 516. I gotta ask you the question. Do you want the truth or do you want the lie, fam? What you want, man?
No, always the truth.
All right. Then you're the fucking problem in this bullshit. You letting this mother. Can you hear me, 516? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You're letting someone that bleeds once a month try to tell you what the fuck you should be doing. You are.
No. I didn't. I didn't mean to cut you guys.
Sir. Let me tell you why. Mm-hmm. I wish a motherfucker pumped enough blood out of her heart to try to tell me about some 50-50 shit. Matter of fact, hey, I got a sign for everybody that's listening to the show on YouTube. Why don't you go to your fucking boss and CEO, go knock on his door and tell him, hey, I want 50% of what you make. I want everything to be 50-50 and see what the fuck happens. 516, the honest truth, like Mr. Locario's telling you. You guys y'all let these women get away with shit. You ain't even supposed to let her even talk about 50-50. You ain't, man. What the fuck you mean you want a dominant? Wait. Did she say she said she's a dominant woman, right? Right?
No, she said no. She said I'm too dominant.
No.
She's used to being dominant.
Right. Hey, check this out. When you change your mind and you want to talk, call me later. Click. There you go. Bam. See how fast it was? See, that's
what I did last night. But I just want y'all perspective.
No. What did you? No. Like, what did you say last night?
Look. In a sense of like, all right, you're married, right? You're a married man, right? What I'm asking you is, if your wife had asked you, babe, I want you to change certain ways about you. Would you change in a sense knowing that you're married and you love this person? I'm not saying I love this person.
Fair.
You in the future reference.
Dog, I'm not fucking marriage. I'm talking about even when we in bed fucking. Don't you ever try to change. Let me look. There's something called negotiables, like do I want steak or fucking chicken? And then there's compromises. You never compromise your fucking standard, no matter what situation you in. Your problem was when you let her go. What did you say to her? Tell me what you said one more time before. What'd you say to her?
What I said, I told her when I had the phone, I said, listen, I said, this is basically a red flag here. I said, it's either we can fix this or you can just call me whenever you're ready.
Hey, wait, hold on, dog. Hey, dog. I'm sorry. Hey, Mr. Locario, I'm sorry.
Yo.
I didn't do it right. Hey, 516. Why don't you say that again one more time? What you said to her, real quick. Go ahead. What'd you say again? What'd you say again? How'd you say it? Go ahead. What'd you say to her?
Come on, you ain't gonna do it. Not that. I just want to know.
No, you listen to what you just said. It goes well with the music. Say what you just said. Because that's.
I told her. I said, listen. I said, call if you want. If you can fix this, you can fix this now, or you come when you're ready to fix it.
Oh, God, that's so beautiful. Because that's like 516. Do you know any? Wait. Do you know? Wait, you got a job? Am I correct? Okay. Okay. What do you do for a living?
I work at Target. I retail.
Okay, you work at Target. So let's say the head of Target. The head of Target goes in your store. Now, what you're saying, this is the equivalent of it. The head guy that created Target goes into the store and he's like, excuse me, 516. You're not folding the shirts right, but could you please try to fold it in the best manner? And just let me know when you're done. Come back and show me when you can. And I don't mean to disturb you, but you see how fucking crazy that sounds?
Yeah.
Why are you even saying that shit to her? Well, you need to. No, look. It's either my way or no way. Rule number 1. Rule number 2. See rule number 1. Mr. Locario, what you got on that, man?
Talk. See, that's the thing. Y'all too worried about. See, this is the thing. When these cats out here be dealing with chicks, I think a lot of dudes be tiptoeing because they scared of losing the chick. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta always at all times be ready to lose the chick by letting her know, listen, either you gonna do the way that is right here, or we gonna bounce, or you gonna bounce. It's that simple. Because people, this is what gets people fucked up. You know what people say? I found the one, or I found the one. I'm searching for the one. All that bullshit. You know the one is? The one is you. You feel what I'm saying? The one is me. So that means, even in my situation, I got a wife and a girlfriend. What? Both of them will be gone if at any time they're trying to change me, switch up, be on some other bullshit. We're done. You feel what I'm saying? Like that. You see what I mean? I'm the one, not them. I'm the one. You see what I'm saying? And you have to believe that. You have to think.
What saying is like, there should be no compromising, basically.
How do you spell compromise? I can't even spell. I don't even know how to spell compromise. How do you spell compromise? ZBPX. How do you spell? How do you spell that shit? The fuck you mean You do not compromise. You are a fucking god. You are a king. You do not compromise for nothing less than you. Period.
Exactly.
Period.
All right.
Shit. If you would have just turned her off and hung up on her pussy would have been wet, and she would have been trying to fuck you this weekend. But instead, you were kind and soft and so caring. Okay.
All right, I got it. Good luck.
All right, man. We're going to grab the other call, man. God damn, man. 351, man. What's up, man? You on myself on Locario, man.
Hey guys, I have a question about a girl that I approached a month ago. She was on holidays here in Portugal, and she was from Brazil. And she will come back, she told me, in the summer. And we start talking over WhatsApp, first on text message, then on voice message, like you said, to do video. And we talked, and I start describing what I would do to her when she comes back. And she liked a lot. She said I was very sexy, very mysterious. And then she sent me a bullshit message, saying just a stupid message saying today is the day of the music and we should celebrate. And I thought, what's that shit? Why is she sending me that? And I didn't answer that message. And a few days later, I sent her a message asking that what she's wearing. I remember her. I was thinking about her, and I would like trying to have a little bit of dirty talk, and she didn't answer me. What do you think I should do? It happened like 4 or 5 days ago. Do you think I should send her another message or just forget it?
Do you want to take this one first, or shall I, Mr. Locario?
No, you go first. Go ahead.
All right. Okay. This is what y'all gotta. Okay. What did she say to you? What was the message that you ignored? What did she say to you?
She said something like today. She sent me a video saying that today is a music day and you should celebrate today. Like that video you put on Facebook. I didn't got why she sent that to me.
Okay, this is okay. This is important that y'all guys got to understand, okay? Women are a little bit different than us, okay? You did good with the dirty talk in the beginning, but there's got to be filling gap moments. Women are not just going to talk about fucking all the time. They're going to throw other things in, big dog. And when she's talking about celebrating and all this other stuff, she just wanted to say something to you to see how you vibe and what you think about it. When you ignored her and then you went back to talking about fucking, you made her feel, okay, there's a rule in the game. You don't call a whore, a slut, and a stripper, okay? You can't make these women feel like they just pieces of meat. I mean, even though they are pieces of meat, but you can't make them feel that way. So listen, if I'm talking that yak to her today and then she bring up some cakey ass shit about like music and all that other stuff, all right, it's music day. All right, well, tell me about it. What's so great? Why do you like it so much? And are you dancing to it? And then we can roll in some other stuff. Those are little stop gaps. Your problem is this, man. You guys, y'all think, okay, y'all got to cut back on the porn. I'm not trying to be funny here. Y'all got to cut back on the porn because y'all are under this delusion that you could talk to a woman and then she's ready to fuck you. No, it doesn't. Now, look, it might like work like that with the Locarios of the world, shit like that. Because that's why I hate motherfuckers like that. But that's here or there. But I'm just saying that for you, women are going to talk about other things to gauge where you're at and see if it's just you have a one-track mind. You got to be able to talk about everything. What I always tell you, you got to learn people. You got to learn things, different cultures and stuff like that so you can talk to these women. Locario, what do you have on that, man?
Yeah, and I agree with that, and I think what it is that you got to look at communication like a dance. You understand what I'm saying? So you're going back and forth. You got to flow with the situation. So when she's bringing up certain things, you could respond to that thing she brought up, and then also bring it back to the sexual talk if you want, but you still got to flow with the conversation. You see what I'm saying? So it's not just going on one note the whole time. It's being able to flow back and forth with the conversation with you also directing and orchestrating where the conversation's going if you want to bring it back to the sexual, talk. You feel what I'm saying?
3-5.
Okay. And, yes.
What is it? Have you ever seen a conductor with an orchestra?
Yes.
Does he just look straight and just whittle his wand straight ahead? Or does he shift to the left, shift to the right, and he manages the music and the sounds? When he wants something high on this end, he raises his hand up. when he wants something low on that end, he will bring it down while he holds his hand up that way. He manages and conducts the whole orchestra. Does that make any sense? And what you got to do is you've got to control the orchestra. And it's not see y'all women, this is going to sound crazy, but it's true. Women are very complex. Wait, hold on. Don't faint, Mr. Locario. Women are very complex to the normal guy because y'all don't understand yourselves enough to figure out women. Your guys are so busy trying to figure out women, you're doing it wrong. You figure out yourself first. Figuring yourself out first is going to help you figure out women more because you'll know how to fill in the gaps. Does that make any sense, 351?
Yes, it does make sense. Yeah, now I understand that I did wrong. And I would like also to know if there's anything I can do right now, if I should talk to her or if I just fucked up, and forget it and go on.
Well, here's I would say try, but this is what I keep telling you guys. Look, first impressions are lasting impressions. And what y'all guys don't understand is when there are levels to impressions that y'all think when you first meet a bitch, that's the first impression, and that's the only impression she's ever going to have of you. No, my friend. When you meet her, there's a first impression. The first thing you say to her that's going to give her an impression. When you text her, an impression. When you're on the phone with her, an impression. When you go on your date with her, it's a combination of things, man. And when you did good, 351. You was talking that shit to her, but when she tried to shift the orchestra to something else other than just fucking, because she didn't want to seem like look, even though she wanted to suck your dick, she didn't want to feel like a slut. So she was like, I'm gonna shift it up and we're gonna talk about some stupid, frivolous shit that has nothing to do with anything. Let me see what he does. And she gave it. Look, she put you to the test and you failed it, Locario.
Right. And remember, anytime you're talking to these chicks, you got to just bring it back to where you want the conversation to go. So it's not that you have to ignore what she's saying, or it's not that you have to be on this one note. You just got to be able to know how to flow with the conversation, and then and always bring it back to where you're trying to go. So I would say you're saying, should you hit her back or whatever? Yeah, you could holler back, but like we saying from the beginning is that, see, the best course of action is to do the right thing first, so that everything else flows a little bit better later on. So now what happens is that if you're making it all weird at the beginning, sometimes that messes it up at this point where you're at now. You see what I'm saying? So I just want you to remember this for the next time when you're dealing with a chick. Remember how to flow with the conversation so everything flows smoothly. So wherever you're at any point in the situation with her, it's still flowing. Versus it was flowing, then it got all kind of weird, and now you got to try to make something happen again. And that's where you're at right now. You got to pick it back up. You see what I mean? You don't want to have to try to pick shit back up. You want the thing to flow smoothly throughout. So this is why we say at the beginning, know how to go through these things and do these things correctly from the beginning, so that it flows from the beginning until you end up fucking this chick. You see what I'm saying? And so that's the thing. So yeah, you could try to hit her back and holler at her. Got to sort it up. You got to make sure the right at the beginning first, so that you could keep it going smoothly next time. You see what I mean? But yeah, that's what it is, bro.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, buddy. Well, all right. Well, we got to go and wrap this up. But just remember, man, you got to learn how to shift up and learn how to shift down. I mean, there's a difference, and not just in the bedroom. There's a shift up where you fuck, then there's a shift down where you're seductive, romantic, and then you do slow love. You make love. So there's shifts, not just in the physical, but also in your mouthpiece, man. Remember, shifting. You got to be able to adjust quick on the draw. Boom, boom, boom. Okay.
Let's talk.
Yeah, I'm still learning, but I'll learn it good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
Thank you for your help.
Thank you very much. All right, Ms. Locario. Well, that's going to be our hour, man. Whew. Go ahead and let them know, man.
All right. So, guys, remember, make sure you go to MrLocario.com to get How to Have Sex with 2 Men a Day, the ebook, hard copy, audiobook. Make sure you get that. Also, make sure you go to badboymembership.com where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Also, make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at real Mr. Locario. All right.
All right, yeah, and don't forget to check us out tonight. We are going to talk about women, not you approaching them. We're going to talk about the other side of the table and break down the most dangerous thing on this planet that hunts you down more ways than you can ever imagine when you don't have a standard. So we're going to be talking about that. And also, guys, don't forget, we'll also be talking about the new membership that we're going to be opening up as far as the sex toolkit. We will be breaking more of that down tonight as well. So we want to say thank you very much. We will see you next Tuesday. And Locario, you tell that motherfucker that wrote you that first email, he need to get his fucking shit together and start purchasing some of your shit.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Shit. Dude,
stop hopping around. Y'all motherfuckers just hopping around YouTube. Just y'all motherfuckers, boy. It just make me laugh, man. This makes me laugh. But anyway, so yeah, so we're gonna wrap this shit up, man. Just want to say thank you. All right, McCall, we out this bitch. Thank you, chat room. We got love for you, man. We appreciate you all, man. And we'll see y'all tonight and definitely next Tuesday. Locario, get us out this motherfucker, man.
Y'all people, peace.
Peace.